Delayed demolition. Tonight, we're hearing from code enforcement about the holdup tearing down hundreds of these blighted properties across Augusta.
And so far this year, the city's demolished about 60 old and abandoned properties, but there's still more than 360 on the wait list.
Quite a few. We saw commissioners pass Augusta's first blight ordinance over the summer to help speed up the process, but now we're asking, is this working? We have News 12's Kennedy Harris live now from Park Avenue in the Laney Walker neighborhood. And Kennedy, city leaders tell you blight's a difficult problem to fix.
Yeah, it's a really hard problem to fix and an expensive one too. Some homes like the one behind me on Parks Avenue have been waiting demolition for years. And because it's so expensive, that means the wait list just keeps growing longer.
This house is the worst, but the other two are not far behind it.
Jimmy Anderson has 3 next-door neighbors.
This house has holes in the roof. It's just trashed on the inside.
All 3 are old, vacant, trashed, and blighted.
That right there was the condemned sign.
And recently they've become a spot for the homeless.
Folks coming in and out of there, next thing you know, they might come in my yard. And I really don't want them in my yard. I don't understand why they don't tear it down.
The city has 395 blighted properties awaiting demolition. Many of those properties have been on the wait list for years. They demolished 61 properties this year and spent more than $360,000. But to cover the whole backlog, that would take millions. What do you think caused the backlog?
Funding, money. It's the money. It's always the money.
7 months ago, the city passed a blight ordinance. The goal was to tax property owners 7 times the normal amount, pushing them to clean up their property and putting a little more money towards blight demolition. But 7 months later, and still no one has been taxed, and that's because of holdup in the legal department. Widener says he has a few properties he's ready to tax, including the old Clarion Hotel and Regency Mall. They've sent notices to both owners.
I think that kind of got them, scrambling, trying to do something with it. But I think there is a plan. I don't know the plan.
Until they start making a dent in demolitions, the wait list will only grow larger. And because of the backlog, right now it takes more than 1 year to demolish just one house. The goal is to continue with the blight ordinance and actually start using that early next year.
All right, thanks for that update, Kennedy. Not every blighted home will be demolished, only if it costs more to fix it than to tear it down. The city tells us under the ordinance, homes that can be fixed will be fixed. Riley?